Dweller, an invitation has manifested to the Black Emporium in Docktown. The antiquarian there is stagnant and stubborn, but he offers forgotten treasures for those in need. The fires are lit.
Davrin, doing some renovations?
Building a trophy cabinet with figures I'm carving.
You know that won't save them from Asan.
I had to rescue the latest piece of what I was working on from his beak. I'm carving a Tosh figure. They'll fight the other monsters, and then oops, guess that Herlock was too much to handle there, Tosh. Time to call a Grey Warden.
Really?
No, there's no wood in the world strong enough to carve their temper.
Maybe you could carve the rest of us.
Maybe. It might be good to carve the people still around, once this is all over.
So when you're making those carvings, if your leader just happened to look a little taller...
I don't measure them to scale, Rook.
All right. I'll see you around. What are you doing?
The wisps are drawn to something around here. The boxes are baited with notes, baubles, things they steal.
Maybe they're drawn to you.
They've been seen here when I'm not. There's more to it.
If you're looking for backup, I've got you covered.
If you're that bored, I'll take the company.
When I woke up this morning, I didn't see Wisp Hunt coming.
Life's full of surprises.
Can't argue with that.
Good. You've got a habit of creating them. What?
Nothing. I just like surprising you.
Is that so? It's been interesting. I'll give you that.
More than interesting.
Well, I try.
Then I hope I'm worth the effort. Nev,
Rook, I think... caught a wisp.
is that all?
I don't ask for much, or for anything. You know, the world's not fair on a good day. You and me, Rook. We chase trouble. So what can we ask for?
Today, a wisp hunt. I think it went well.
Is that so?
Good things happen, Nev.
No. I think you might be trouble.
Hi, Emmerich. You've, got a guest.
Ah, Rook. You remember the Hand of Glory?
Hard to forget. You figure out what those Venatori who broke into the necropolis were doing with it?
The Hand is how they broke in. The simpler undead are blind to its bearer when its tapers are lit. Sadly, only a death mage could have provided them with this forbidden necromancy.
If they're helping the Venatori, that has to stop.
Agreed. I've made some inquiries. This man is one of the Death Mage's victims. If he knows where this rogue necromancer is hiding, my corpse whispering will give us the answer.
Floor's all yours.
It shouldn't take long. I must warn you, it will be harder to coax answers from this poor man than from the dead I spoke to in the necropolis. Let flame rekindle your sight. Let breath and light rise again.
Who did this to you? Eyes hidden, dust and gold.
Give us a name.
They come for this one. The spirits shriek. They come.
A name?
Blackthorn.
Return to your rest.
That name sounds like a lead.
Blackthorn Manor is an abandoned country house outside Navarra City. Our victim mentioned spirits. If they've also fallen prey to forbidden magic, they'll need our help as well. Let's depart for Blackthorn when you're ready. I'd like to speak to the necromancer behind all this.
Hey, good. I wanted to ask you something. My mother and I have a weekly dinner thing. I was gonna meet her in Ravane. Wanna come? Fresh food. And I wanted to know you're good to work with.
Sure.
You're late. And you brought a guest.
I brought wine.
I do not drink alcohol. Tosh did not tell you, just as she did not tell me that you would join us.
I don't smell the Iskop. We always have Iskop on Tuesdays.
I am not yet finished with my studies. I thought you would help me tonight.
And by help, you mean do it all. You haven't even chopped the melons.
You swing axes all day. Do you lack the strength to chop a few melons? The runes on the tablet are written in the old Kunari tongue, but they are incomplete.
So they never finished it?
No. It is clearly finished, but parts of letters have been hidden somehow, rendering the tablet unreadable.
Sounds like they didn't want you to read it.
Yes. Unfortunately, there are few other documents that date back to the first expedition.
What do you mean, the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete. Almost 1,000 years earlier, the first expedition came only to vanish. They were Kunari who predated the Qun itself. That is what I study.
Here. Food's ready.
This is not Iskap.
Wasn't feeling like his cup. We're in Ravane. Might as well eat like it.
I see.
The new bookshelf should be here next week. Got him for you with some of the gold from the dragon.
You need not trouble yourself. My studies are clearly of little importance.
Okay. Bye. Thanks for coming.
She used she. You haven't told her yet.
I was going to. Then we got here and she was... like that.
I almost gave it away before I realized she didn't know.
That would have been bad. I'll tell her soon. She deserves to know.
This isn't about her. You do what's right for you.
Thanks.
So, Blackthorn Manor. Ugh. Let's hope that necromancer working with the Venatori is around.
There's a malaise amongst the spirits here. Some form of confinement. This must be the place.
Right. So why'd we bring that?
Oh, it's essential we have the Hand of Glory.
Great. Glad you remember the disembodied hand.
Fear not, I'll be its bearer. The magic laid upon a Hand of Glory is complex. Whoever killed its donor left their mark.
So, it'll lead us to whoever cut it off.
Precisely. Most likely the necromancer who's been helping the Venatori. It would have taken extraordinary skill to layer the involutions on this artifact. What a waste of talent.
Yes, wasted talent is the big issue here.
I was only admiring the craftsmanship, the precision to create perfectly concentric layers of... Forbidden necromancy can twist spirits. We must find this death mage and stop whatever they've done to them. Fewer corpses here than there should be.
Where are they?
I suspect the necromancer in this place has already helped themselves to these crypts.
Well, if there's a rogue necromancer here, they forgot to lock the door.
The Hand of Glory's magic points inward to the northeast.
Let's go look.
This place smells weird.
These sigils. They can't be. Necromantic evocation with an inversion in the higher seals. A rogue necromancer has hidden something terrible behind this door.
Can you open it?
The door's seals are drawing on magic elsewhere in the manor, fueled by suffering.
Let's put an end to that. And get this door open.
The Hand of Glory points to the northeast and southwest. Have you noticed anything strange about the Fade itself here?
It's like places in Arlethin where the old elves did a lot of magic.
The spirits press closer than they should. No! What have they done?
This looks bad.
Sacrifices, both spirit and human.
Now what?
I must free the spirit bound here.
Hammer?
Someone's been harvesting their terror. Their souls! How dare they? What are they? Come, I can sense another spirit trapped here in the mansion. Look at the door. Freeing one spirit has already weakened its seals.
Halfway there.
Those candles gonna light up every time we go by?
They should. The real question is whether it's a residual enchantment or if the manor
Why'd whoever lived here leave behind their best stuff?
No one knows why the Blackthorns abandoned their manor. Rumor hinted at a family tragedy. A perfect spot for our wayward necromancer to work unnoticed. Another victim.
And demons!
Can you free this one, Emmerich?
I must.
What now?
Someone's been stealing the life, the essence of people who knew they were facing death. The effects persist. But the door we saw earlier should be unsealed.
Hope that necromancer we're after is behind it.
All the seals have been extinguished. Excellent. Let's open that door. Someone's torn a path into the Fade. It's imperative we find and stop this necromancer from keeping the Fade open.
Okay.
I can assist. Onwards. Hand of Glory still points the way. demons. The way won't open until we defeat them.
That's the last of them.
We gonna be fighting more demons and corpse scrap at the same time?
Our rogue necromancer knows exactly where we are. Why have they gone to such lengths to drain power from spirits? Down there, more victims.
I don't see that rogue necromancer yet.
I suspect they're nearby. Let's inspect their handiwork.
Late as always, Professor.
It can't be.
But what else would one expect from Navarra's most eminent meddler?
Johanna Hesenkos.
You've met?
Oh, the Professor and I have known each other for ages. But only one of us realized the Watchers are no place for a mage with ambition.
So she's an evil watcher? That's great.
Only if she's beyond hope.
Spare me your sanctimonious bleating.
No. The stone life in that lantern could permanently tear open the Fade here.
Correct. Only the foolhardy would shed blood near it in this state. So, let the Watchers mourn your pathetic death in the Fade, Emmerich Volkaren. Those that are left after my return.
No. What is she planning?
Emmerich, are we okay to fight?
Yes. Johanna took the lantern away from her. Taking fire!
What did Hesenkos do to that spirit?
I'll try freeing it, but I fear the worst. Nothing. The spirit, its essence, is gone. Johanna's trapped it in her lantern.
Then let's find her. There's no way out.
Vashida, there's always a way out.
Quite right. The Fade always provides a way forward. We only need to search for it.
Then let's get looking. A candle. This wasn't here before.
Now, let me think. We're in a receptive eddy of the Fade, and since Johanna's spirit summoning has already focused its mana, do you recall the ritual we performed in the Grand Necropolis? Concentrate on that memory.
You mean when we were lighting candles?
Find some more, and we can use them to leave this place.
Here's that last candle.
Excellent. Place them on the pedestals, if you would. We drift upon the echoes of the... Let them form a new configuration. And with that...
Like I said, always a way out.
We must find Johanna once we're out of here. This rift in the Fade will lie open until we deal with her.
You insufferable nuisances! How did you get out so quickly?
Where's Hezekiah's voice coming from?
The Hand of Glory resonates. It's pointing to the main hall.
Let's go.
I can feel you.
So you crawled your way out of the Fade?
It's not difficult for those who treat spirits better than tools to an end, Johanna.
Sentimental drivel. You may have stopped my work here, but Navarra City will know its new ruler.
What, you gonna lecture us to death now?
I'll not explain myself to one of Volkaran's hangers-on, though the professor clearly avoided mentioning his old colleague in exile.
We made every attempt to bring you to reason.
I gave you every chance to join me instead of whining endlessly about your mortality. But I must thank you for returning something dear to me. Lovely to have my hand back. I'd exchanged it with the Venatori for some favors after entering this condition.
Johanna, what have you done?
What you never had the courage to.
First off, I'm not a hanger-on.
Johanna's escaped again.
Don't tell me why she has no eyes.
Afterwards, we'll...
Emmerich, still sense anything wrong?
We were successful. Johanna's magic no longer chains the spirits, and the Fade is still.
Great, okay. But let's talk back at the lighthouse.
Oh, the Song of the Chambers won't have anything on what Johanna's... Perhaps the Waking Scrolls? No. Manfred, have you seen the Fellmarch manuscripts?
Remember how I said we should talk?
Indeed. Johanna Hesenkos was a watcher. She was banished for embracing the darker paths of our art. Forbidden magic, blood sacrifice, nothing is beyond her if it leads to power, recognition, or both.
It sounded like you knew her before all that.
We were friends, once.
Someone like that had friends?
Things used to be different. She truly was brilliant, and we got on so well as students. We partnered on papers, rituals, research. Yet even then, Johanna considered the Watcher's oaths quaint. This isn't the first time we've crossed paths since she was exiled, but now I fear she's turned herself partly undead.
The part where she had burning lights for eyes clued me in.
It's just like her to taunt me with it. You saw Johanna's Lantern of Unwilling Souls. A necromancer could create monstrous undead with that much stolen life.
Hesenkos was yelling a lot about conquering Navarra City.
We must stop her, Rook. Thank you, Manfred. Quite right. The Order's knowledge will see us through.
Hesenkos had been stopped. For now. But she had big plans for Navarra. City conquering, new ruler plans. And while she had some regrets about long-lost friendships, she knew her greatest invention was going to bring down the house.